Bit of a different video coming up today.
Alpha 7 Mark III.
So yeah, I'm going to be talking about the A7 III and why I'm going to be picking it up for video. If you're not interested in the A7 III, then Netflix or something. So the Sony A7 III just got announced a few days ago at WPPI in Las Vegas, and it's come as a bit of a surprise for a lot of people because it has some higher end features from things like the A9 and the A7R III, but at a much lower price point. So it's going to be $2,000 US for a full frame camera, which is kind of crazy. Now I had my eye on this event because I thought maybe they'd announce the next A6700 or whatever they were going to call it, and I was really interested in that. It's time for me to upgrade to a newer camera, and yeah, I was really interested. I currently use the A6000 and the A6300. I primarily shoot wedding videos, and those are the two cameras that I use, A cam and B cam. I was looking for a third camera. I need something extra to kind of leave as an additional camera, but at the same time I was very open to making my A6300 a B camera and having a new A camera. So they didn't announce an A6700, but the A7 III is what I'm gonna get. I've pre-ordered one here in Canada. I'll be getting it in April when it comes out. Pretty excited to be able to use this camera. The things I'm excited about for this camera: in-body image stabilization, meaning the sensor is it's on a 5-axis, almost like a gimbal. It will counteract movements and shakiness, meaning smoother video. If you're doing photos, you can do longer shutter speeds and not have to worry about camera movement or shake or blur, less sharper images. Dual memory card slots is going to be a big thing. Having the ability to save the same thing to both memory cards. If one of those corrupts or if I lose one or something like that, still have a backup of that footage. For weddings, that's really important. Having that peace of mind is a nice thing. It's a full frame camera. It will be my first full frame camera. Previously I had, when I was with Canon, a 60D, which was a crop sensor. And then obviously the A6000 and the 6300 are both crop sensors as well. So it'll be nice to use my camera lenses for Sony that are designed for full frame cameras at their actual focal length, like my 70-200 and my 85. They'll actually be 70-200 and 85, not, I don't know what the math is for that. Longer and more zoomed in with crop. In terms of video, it shoots 4K at 30 frames a second. We thought when this camera was announced that it maybe would have 60 frames a second. No big deal. 30 still works for what I want to use 4K for, mostly these videos. For weddings, I shoot a lot in 120 frames a second at 1080p, which it still does, which is really nice. Mic input for a microphone, very important. Headphone jack as well, meaning you can put your headphones in and monitor your audio as you're doing it as well. Same body as the A7R III, really nice design body, bigger than the A6300. People like the smaller bodies of Sony cameras, I actually prefer a bigger body. I'll probably get a grip and put it on the A7 III as well. Really looking forward to having a bigger camera again and actually having something nice to grip and hold on to. The focusing system is the same as the A9, which costs this much. That's a $4,500 camera, and the A7, which is $2,000, has exactly the same focusing system in it. If you want to watch some videos of the eye tracking on this thing, it's incredible. Like, it will track your eye pretty much wherever you go. Like, even if you go way in the background, it can still pick that up. It basically means you don't have to worry about focusing on an eye anymore. An eye is a thing that you want to have in focus all the time, and this will do it for you. You can look at everything else around you, and you can just make sure that eye is always in focus. That's a really nice thing to be able to have. Now, the low light of this camera as well is a huge thing. It's already been compared to the A7S II. Some people are saying, and some people have done comparisons saying that the low light abilities of this camera are the same, in some situations actually better than the A7S II, which is an insane camera for low light capabilities. You can pretty much shoot in near pitch black and still get usable video. So to have that in an A7 III at $2,000 is nuts as well. Like, Sony's done a really good job at putting all these features into their basic, which is what they're calling it, their basic camera. Kind of makes you wonder what they're really going to do with the A7S III when it comes out, and the A6700. There might be some insane features in there that really no one else can even touch. So that's why I'm going to be picking up the camera for video. It is a camera designed at photographers, but I think you're going to get a lot of people that do video using this camera as well. Bit of a different video today, but I thought it was very relevant that I talk about this camera. A lot of attention for this camera right now. I'm going to be picking one up myself. You're going to see a lot of it on this channel in the near future, so figured it makes sense to talk about it a little bit. So thanks for watching today. Subscribe down below if you're not part of this channel already. I'm going to be posting lots of stuff with the A7 III when I finally get my hands on it. Yeah, so that's about it for now, and I'll see you in another video. See ya.